We're back, and Thursday, we are back with some more energy. Ijabi womb, fire be womb, and an aim so. In Benifatina said, "Did you make bro? Hey, no crime live on TodayGhanaNews TV. Meeting a Lawrence Apini, Buaminam D. You made him chami. And me, Mamma Quaba. No more aju. Say, we never now, but also a kind one. Know that this show, no, we cut across a lot of places. And social media is one of the places whereby we have no boundaries on. Until when you come here, make sure say you hit on the like button, you share, and now the comments of a many brand more. Na Jumedi in May, we are being on the Twitch and the satellite app, Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, search underneath TodayGhanaNews TV. Sansona, High FM, Iowa, Achimhemai 93.5, a Western region. In May, so if you didn't know any beauty, now so do I join Chapekadi Kings Radio, our cry jam from TV or radio TV region. Second Information Center, my fans in Kwani go totally Northern Ghana, Sansona Delima Community Information Center. Some here on me now, we are very loud, live, and active. And Sansona Fans TV in a flower of water region. So, some here, Kosu Giddy, Timpajo say, hey, baby, I will be, I make sure so we'll feed you know. Never to TodayGhanaNews TV. Na Jumedi idea no crime media. Ibu ya wade it's na say na yadi benifa kukudem. Oma kwade we aman yosemu ebreu no. Wonso beka na before ka say say adwene nya nsan ni back for 3. No be so kind of bro for say idea is not you and me. The correct English is no one person is a repository of knowledge. It is a joining Yans and it will be a trinity. Yabe can be an assume. In fact, we are a guest. It's in Maria Quaba. Now, before I made no measure sale, my main foul indica and copy the Evening Tribune newspaper. No, and send me to me copy more a front page. No, Nami Famro. Yeah, remember penny for another moody. Na metwa me hosma ba ko biaba me ba na afedi de o bia na that was with Mr. Sauba. Make sure say we share button here adwuma papa, make sure you share so that you the name kwa won kwa wonu abi obi so benya piti na ono so edi na dwinchaba timpacho mama fa unko the Evening Tribune newspaper front pages and send it to me be more front pages we Ghana had eba newspaper reportage news and asade the Evening Tribune newspaper. You need film na if I been count. The crowd should do said the human have penetral. Until me the moon some no bebrel. Nyabusha mame. Ma me fa kunya we na minchia nyame boss opening Saturday. In fact, he's doing massive vision of one station we know. Too big. The opening baby will be a michao. Mami chairman penny for a name may no moody jume. Opening Kwame Hajimai. Ninamunim. Sansona opening Kwame Hajimai. The member of the Diaspora Communicators Network. Sansona Michael Atta, the one in a channel so Mark na Mike Atta. NPP Germany branch communication officer. Hopeful. Oh no, so I'm penny for winning in May. Omeshamia, you bidding come up. Me penny for. Memo aju na mama kwaba on check Kwame and my mic and my nice and mic off.
Come on, hear me now. My pastor, hello. After the emejo so na de asedama otwediam pon yankofon say ayena lipe na yedaso tinkum inya kwan ne betena se a na nye ya ho fe na ke nyim die lugo ye wonti Fidiampon, and I only Ababeka.
What you mean?
Me patch on my tonka. What you mean? Hello? Me patch on. What you mean? Yeah. Okay. Miss Inya Kwane Beton has the annual said the hello, me patch what it?
Come here, them.
Yasida Bemania Copon na. Enchi more the ama ye penny for titru owura mi yakopon ayina mo my Ghana say on Ghana and free ahunhihia osono kukuruku bija ma Ghana no on fe nkombo sasa nti already the baby will be an medication more than say every man. No matter NDC mpanyinfo move local and diaspora baby will be no mechi mpanyinfo bi biara ya pontis mechi bi biara ebesi full soldiers mechi bi biara na fe ye de ya tie sifie na midimika akọ bomfa kwabre east me machia me ankasa me nana nana twumasi ankra bema ba akopɛ a riemrimu ogbodwuma dese ama bomfa kwabre we bomfa hene wankasa nso na ICU ema ebi villa na se wo pɛ me fa kwanya wisu aka che wo obi na wo ye hɔko no obi kuma hello me pa che otemene
kwame ho so ma me na me fa mic na kwame otemene
mate me tonka
okay
me ba
pacho anwesi
Manusi ye otemene kan
okay yenko
me ba
Mike.
Hello.
Na media ya dey infididi there sometimes I want to me touch makakra maminko mic so na menjini chia ne krato kakra bi na miwia na afede kwame o
menu ame pa cho me wa
ese one
afede me
okay
ma no nsi ya na me chia me ankasa me na eye na twumasi koku twumasi a oye bo fa hene wankasa nso na ICU kofa ba ewo ebivila amansan boafo o Bremen New York Junction opposite Brukutu Johnson na o na ba bi obi a mechia na me fa kwanya we so abo dewru di achira mansan se oye o pese obosese o pese onya prot bi na oye japade ma obusuafo a mesre se o pe asase a manson bi ani so na problem bi ani ho a fo ni kire bo mfa kwabre east na ho no be hwe kama obe mu asase a ha bi ani ho na me ko Denmark nko chia me akasa me sister oba papa bi Rose osaya koto ni unu abema Samson osaya koto baby ya obi a mechia na afi mi ententempa mechia me akata me mame kemeka se chia me mame owo me Elizabeth Bodu asof me pa cha no chia me mame isan se me ban man chia me mame ana te se de masaka kuma no mentwem afi yi ma no ano wo Freiburg also your communicator baby will be a metia me chairman Ura Amos or Freiburg branch or Hans baby a metia baby will be a metia na mentia somewhat a few onunia Jonas Kwasi baby will be an metia kasa tenti antoponko enti ebre ne ya ebre enen so ye fantastic day a friends history of the day ye pese ye de enukre ebre tifo enti men kan enti me manu bi sia na menua mark
advert ne why enti ebe Mr. Adi enti we man why ye man invoice na advert papa ya ye die wato asase na wo show no so Mike Mr. Makata my uncle why
yes boss me dance bebre the edi kan ye di asida bema otwedi ampo nyankopon se wama enne enso ayeye dia odi na acheyen ahoden wo ye nipadua mu moje di afurusane we mu nti yeda otwedi ampo nyankopon ase die toso me di enti akese ebeko ama eye the leader of NPP party currently eye Dr. Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia oni ne hukani Samira baby bia omo bia na nwumre enti akese free Germany eye Frankfurt chapter Makata ene michia eye ye leader eye Dr. Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia afi enti akese nkoma eye NPP impenimfo a omo hwa atoto niema se nyame ya adomu a 2028 yebeko okoano ni akwaji tumi edi ama osunu kokroko party maka ni sa wie no medinchi akese yebeko ama me ankasa me papa eye Dr. Lawyer Henry Kokofu incoming chairman Ashanti region Dr. Kokofu baby bia wo bia na nwumri enti akese enko enfamao afi so mede minti an bebo awuramu ewo Germany ha na machia Germany branch impenifo nyina Dr. Yamoa Dr. Nana Ebenyin Enyimfo na afi so communication team members nyina kwajo opon oduku miami nua se Mugabe nyankopon enhira mu nyina na afi so medinchi akese akọ ama mi ankasa mi campaign team members enra na ye mi campaign coordinator Bosunchi Kobi na ye ni birthday Kobi baby awu bia sabre minim se wakopim Ghana nyankopon enye okese na onfa instrasronkon endom abrabo mu de da wakoma so bia nyankopon enye enfama Bosunchi Kobi baby bia awu bia nchia enko enfama na maka ni se wie no se enchia be kwa ma menua kwa me agiman na no ode enkra bi maame ne nkra no me di ma Ghana fo na omude eho anu yie amame ndi kwame ene Ghana fo se onkra na wode maame se memfa mo se sensei o se Ghana fo ankasa enko no munko hese contractor fo be ye adwuma Ghana fo se sankra no na wode mo a omate na sensei o mahu se adwuma a omode se abunsa no woni o NDC fo President John Dramani Mahama ene na aban sebe mo chifa mobo eniema enkoye mu hu bota no kura na mo de kura ayeden asem nti Ghana fo se onkra na ode ma omo no omate sese omo abeti asidwom na adwuma no omo ahwe ayeden edi na esanse adwuma omo de ma omo no omo hu se enyade se mutimi adi dwuma no sese teacher fo osu koko akuafo sabe omu tie nisuo ma emrantie ne mmaba wa mo hye wo mo bo se mo de 24-hour economy eba sabre emrantie ne mmaba wa no omu twa jado Formula 133 sese hwebuada ye hwehwe Formula 133 ba bia ye hunu one job 3 shifts sese ayira ye hu ba bia efa Women's Bank yehu baby efa enkoko ketenkete de bia atiti apansam edi kwa me Ghana fo se men kan kire omo ate won kra no sabre adwuma no muntimi nya omo behe omo be ma mo bra kosi 2028 omo be kire mo se sebe ensuo no eto a ye behu baby a susan no edi body hu ebe ye de ebe fa ntimi nua kwa me ena nwumre me chia okese pa me does it.
I like how the whole thing have started taking shape. Oh, me say the show now starting con manage your party or for also make sure say what enjoy it and then it's going to be something fantastic. I've seen you, Mr. Peter Hasler, my own dad. He's online watching. Kuku, I've seen you. I've seen Robert Kipe and some other people. But you make sure someone will be able to be. I mean, sure something from home doing show in the I'll be your motion. More share links in the mom. I'm going to say, Emrena Ebre. Na afi yam kona we have a lot of issues at the table and I be discussing on our show. Name back actually madwin. I just wanted to have a little touch on it. It's a choir ministers be a heavy. A choir political appointees be a heavy. Say ano say you appoint you as a minister or you appoint you any political office be a hold the piano. Are you people saying say we are interested much more in the awards than a Juma that is on the ground? A Juma is some you know, and I'm be na award Mubinya, I never chairman say Madua said be mooning the Akos Abon say Mama Moon. Is that what you people are interested in? Appointees maybe some President Mahama. And then be some you see, it will be the politics between check. We'll put aside the party flags. Let's speak to the issues as Ghanaians. You understand? Yen kasa no bibi ade no one fan to a free talk. Inti yen kasa as Ghana for yen kasa as citizens sebi. Se sika da ho na njuma da ho. She say flag esi won kran kroma ye bre. She say issues e koso nkete. In fact, this particular administration started on a good note. Mr. Mumpeni for Moody, President Mahama appointed Mahmoudi Nichia Muni Ejuma. Don't tarnish the image. You see, Ejuma editions and yet award yet. Ubi Master Secretary say, what award would deserve it. Ejuma bang what is on the ground to show. Then away. Then tina wa bon trumpet. Na nke dwuma de wo ye na se wo ye ni a nipa hu na ya mo amo. Na ka se wampa. Aya tie. Na nipa na se be obema award no kra no nim de oye na o ma award. Na o de award be chese mo hwe dwuma ma ye na ya ma award. In fact award no why say presidential award and I say ministerial we bia ade na president nya aware of all these things that is going on. Who more yes how we impressive why? Is it because most say president very reshuffle? And you people want to keep your positions or your post. That is why more yes just to impress president and uncle. But why not check? In fact, say yeah award schema. Nanka say ye bomb penny for baso and sanka ye will be a de show so or buy say in Sakai say that you impact a yen say. Na nipa mpo de na naka, the nipa de na no be kan wo mpo na ya award. It's not about Obi Bejina baby no akwatam some artifact the amount. Say there's an award, they are appreciative for this. In fact, how credible is that institution to give that kind of award? How credible is that organization to give that award? Namasu atam sikati shidi akwato award. In fact, me person may use USB, but are we serious as a country? Are we serious? Say you need that pan. Time Sikasa or the Quota Award to come and impress you. Greater Accra Regional Minister, who made you one cry. I beg your pardon, who made you one cry. And Che Biane, you had a repetition of 4 June. A very bad situation in Accra. Uncle Fufa even if it's a life back and history repeated itself, which should never occur. We are not thinking about the flash situation in Accra. Up till now, there are some areas in Accra, community street light in Pool. Time sika say the quarter award. To impress who? Mr. Remo. So who did John Ramani Mahama Chia Dinichi me kasase on mine na me kasase ni journalist. In fact, so far as I do be able to now kunyan so no. Na your so many panel. Ye will be ni we man. And say we di chia. Come and serve Ghana, don't come and serve yourself and be applauding yourself for something I want you. Come and make sure say flash situations no is done. Say obi ampa mo abaso na wo fusuko na e ka say nipa we na ba ya dwumade ade we etimi yeye. Kwampo ya abaso podie. Don't you think says Ghana NPC bi mu e dey akoto awards no, it could have done some work. Which near solve problems be are we serious as a country? We don't even have best idea. Mama need that. See, we papa Ebeka, we bonne Ebeka, you may deal with the DA no criminal and jantro. In jantro, we say it as it is, ye sugar coating. And suddenly be brave. Let me go straight to the issues at table for discussions, and we are just taking a look at the Black Stars Assembly or the infrastructure. Perennial flood in Ecos Wakra. Now we examine the rules of urban planning and social behavior. And Chebiana, President Dina platform cases say issues Ecos no. Sometimes authorities now more permit na problem. Because the penny be JD when you say permit you or the money pay. What the man could be dinty. Ni papa call how for so many years because penny be whiskey they see the baby. And we are looking at these issues happening in Accra. How the president have decided to tackle the issues now. The social behavior of the people, so how we can all come together to make sure say problems we are solving. I mean, the kind of shall say, Michael Atta so now. I mean, think of Mike.
This issue, I would want to tackle it from two different perspectives, because one, this one, the effects of a flooding, no. I dare say a terrible, and so when you are discussing it, under normal circumstance, and what said ye politics at on chain. Now it me share issues no, now you tackle no head on, and to start with no, Mecca say this issue no, it has been with us from time immemorial. Me kase NDC time me and flooding babisi. Yenina nimsem say even in 2024 it happened. I think somewhere May 2024. Emma the current president at the time now or your friend is a opposition leader. Then times no. Ojina simpie so ebo NPP abanyechi eka se flooding na ekoso no aban no enenhwe entutu niema yie emma flooding no eto onye dey entwa emma o propose certain solutions are ono senyame yadum na yede dwumadie ni hye ne sa obeba no aba be di dwuma se de be ya flooding na ekoso nei nka yehu bio sabre obo nana adodankwa ekufuado eni Dr. Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia aban tiriso se omu na nhwe emma dwumadie no enkoyie se enne sebe nanu asesa President John Dramani Mahama mibuniye pa, but it's looking more like say no wababeye a walking contradiction and politics of convenience and apapai oye politics of convenience. When it suits him, he will say it differently, but when he feels say obidia enye emumono. And I believe say this kind of politics and yan dear say as o maya ye pe impuntu e was ye entertaining President Dramani Mahama mesre said babia o mino ababedru no e was say ye so say ye perceive solve the real problems. Now make me say NDC as a party, I can tell you for a fact, say, they believe in optics than solving the real problems. They always want to come out to look like they are working, but when you go on the grounds, they are doing virtually nothing to help solve the problems I work as of mine. And I believe, say, this thing must be said, and they must be told, say, Ghana for the Jumedi as your monsa. It is hard time. So omobet na omotusu. Na omobeko into deep thinking. No more finding ways and means media solve your problems. Rather than always trying to play to the public, making it look like they are working, but in actual fact, nothing is being done. So, Minia, say you share the echo so currently, a year flats are echo here. So, Bekaya, in 2025, immediately NDC are by no, almost setting up anti-flood task force. Emma, omudi helicopter ni namu viemu eye show say sabre die NDC for the solution about flat pa die Ghana eye nkran ye ne flat eton kwanta apai eye show say omu wo solution omu ba be solve eye sa problems yi ni nyina no na ye yami anhwe. It was just for the cameras not to get down to work and do the real work. Inti Esan said, Omo a year show off. No one get it down to work. And yet the necessary things are a bit near see problem na non quino. And only the end ye huni. And only the end ye huni. Look at ene President Mahama Sama Walker or see flat situation equals to Accra and yet engineering problem. Nemum indiscipline. Did he know this in 2024? And now 2024 they are not indiscipline no and then aban so and indiscipline aba. You see, this politics of convenience must stop. It must stop. And he should show leadership. President Mahama, he is disgracing the country. Why am I saying that? He is said to be an experienced politician. So we share Ghana politics. He is the only person. So we turn the 4-year term area. He's gone 4 years, 8 years and some months. 8 years, I believe 5 months or so. And no president would have had such an opportunity. He is the only president to have been given such an opportunity. And when we talk of experience, it is assumed, sir, President Mahama must have experience than any president since the Fourth Republic. It is yeka problems are on mining war. Nanka yemfa solutions in bra. I believe, sir, in reality, nobody should come close to President Mahama. It is someone with this opportunity. And for me, the resounding victory at Ghana for the man should have even made him aware, say, there is much more expected of him. Ghana for Chichenyama Bebre and Ayede, a free ho. But
you say now because indiscipline as I'm now cano because
I will come to that. It is not as if say I disagree with him. I'll come to the reasons. But I just want to address President Mahama and any attitude And the fact that I see him as a walking contradiction. He is doing politics of convenience. And for me, where we have gotten to as a country, giving him such a mandate, this should not be seen of him as the president of the country. This should not be seen of him. What I say, Minya, so we share mandate Ghana for their manual. Any experience a papa yenya being given an opportunity to serve 2 terms. O first term, you got 19. Obano, o se wona wo experience esne Ghana a politician bia. You spoke based on the experience, and Ghana voted for you based on the experience. So it is expected, say, and there are problems are a war or money more. You should have an idea more than anybody. You should have solutions for the country more than anybody. But what are we seeing? It is the opposite that we are observing. Say no, it is almost like Ghana, Ababe Dampine. We do not have leadership. Nobody is showing leadership. And so the problems that we have been confronted with over the years, it is getting worse by the day. The problems are overwhelming us as a country. It is overwhelming us. And the person who claims to be the most experienced president doesn't have answers. He doesn't seem to have answers to the problems I had. And now, it's almost like he's complaining, blaming everybody. Yes, now all cancer or see indiscipline. It is true. The reasons why we are where we are now, one of them is the fact that a neck burner, Nipa, aye so much indiscipline. Say, we are not being responsible citizens. We are not being patriotic. And then when it comes to Sika, damn whatever consequence, Ghana is much more interested in making money than to seek for the welfare, to seek for the growth and development of the country. And that is the more reason why you do baby you. It is all various ministries and departments. They take the country for granted, and instead of them to make sure say enforcement that is not happening. It is also development everywhere. Yes, we are not putting nature into consideration. Just like that. And now seeing crying. Say apart from maybe Achimota forest, I don't think say any green vegetation anywhere. Everywhere, buildings are springing up just like that, and they are being given permit. Who are those responsible? And yeah, MMDCs, DCs, Yana, and more these permits to build.
Of course, Nana President Ekan.
Exactly, but there is a responsibility. The onus lies on the president. Say, these things are happening. He knows about it. I believe he has been the one giving appointments. If all these things are happening, why doesn't he crack the whip? If he knows about it, why is he coming to Ghana to complain to us? I didn't think Ghana for no complaining to us because he has given these people the appointment, and they are supposed to work. They are supposed to do the right things. He is to make sure, say, enforcement of our laws, Juma. And if you have identified, say, most of these MMDCs, any municipal and metropolitan assemblies, they are not doing their work. I believe, say, as a leader, you should call them to order. Now, baby, I was say, cracky shape, you do so. So, Minion, and say, what share on mine? The rate at which tones are say. Anyhow, yes, see a dying, anyhow. And the most pathetic aspect of it is obiesi dan or person or concrete house. Ain't you know the fact say I was see a team making sure say you benya places are in Sutoa, a better perforated and soon betimiano kono. All these places have been tarred. Concrete everywhere. And I see a dying in Suakwan so. You see, so all these things are contributing factors. Ama yehu yehu. Enti President Mahama, aside say, mihuni say, ene or can say indiscipline, which I understand say that is true. Menene ya adwene say no correct. But I was expecting say when he was in opposition, na blame say Ekufuado and ama flood ekoso. And kene he will start by blaming himself. Say he is responsible. If he has said or no.
So, because of some of these problems, has been there. And I can also appreciate the fact that we take initiative, not officials echo around just to break some of the Adaya or Musisi in the past or waterways.
Do you know the funny thing? Do you know the funny thing in what you are saying? You see?
But let me know.
The funny thing is that you are trying to defend the person who blamed. No, listen, you are saying that this problem, no.
Look, from the beginning of your submission, problems we seen for political affiliations, no, and tonching.
That is it. It was conditional. The statement I made was conditional.
And I expect you to go on that tangent.
Listen, I'm saying that it is expected.
But I'm also telling you, say, for now, I can appreciate the fact, say, there are some NADMO officials because they're being in country.
Okay, I'm saying the solutions they are providing, no, is it yielding the needed results?
No, say if YCC don't do waterways and they are taking actions to make sure, say, you better clear some because you can't said you rightly said in your comment, and I can't really quote you, but I can paraphrase. Say I can paraphrase. You cannot change nature to suit us.
Exactly.
You cannot.
Exactly. But I'm saying that.
So if there are buildings that have blocked the way, that's it. The president take initiative and go around to make sure that all these because some of them they don't even have the permit. But
I agree with you 100%.
Is that making any changes? Is there any effect? No,
I agree with you 100%. Sir, these steps being taken, no, it is not bad. The steps being taken now, and yet bad. But I'm saying that why have we allowed this to happen before? It's like we are doing knee-jerk responses. And for me, waiting for problems to occur, yet na siyama problems see and sana ya try say we are responding in a harsh way. That is why I call the optics. It is for the optics. All these things that they are doing, no, it is for the optics. That is why me.
Are you saying some of these buildings now? I mean, or the initiative we taking on some of the buildings, the or waterways, no. It was just built right under the president's administration.
No, I won't say that. I won't say that. I won't say that. I would want you to allow me to give my submission. When you interrupt like that, you distort my thought line. It is just allow me.
At least we can be even saying we should seek for
exactly, and I will explain myself very well. No intimacy. I will explain myself very well. So what I'm saying is the solutions they are providing now, okay, my worry is that these things, as we speak now, they started it and we are still experiencing the problem. And I am not saying, say, it is bad. Say, Timia take steps are clear in waterways. I believe, say, going into the future, no, it can help. Okay, it can help. The right steps are the tiki. But I'm saying that these things that we are observing now, some people should be punished for their inactiveness. The fact that they have not been responsible, they allow these things to fester. Ababedru this point. Ena afe insio ato eyiri afa amanfo niema ebubu adan ekum nipa ansana yeyede ye react. This for me is irresponsible. It's irresponsible leadership. And for me, leadership must take shape from now on. Now you're making sure that the right steps are being taken to correct this situation. Said they are going into the future now. And yet, NCPU. It means they may come and say, it is as if say NDC are buying. They are always waiting for problems to occur. And Sana Omar responded. And even when they are responding to the issues, instead some tackle issues, no, they always want to appeal to the public, make it look like they are working. But in actual fact, when you go to the grounds, it is the opposite that is happening. And a lot is going on in the country. Actually said, NDC for money look like they are working. When you go to the economy, it looks like the economic indicators are very good. But when you go to the grounds, we are seeing a different results.
Okay.
We are seeing a different results.
I'll come back to you.
Let me conclude. Me person me can edit when he said, as a people, it has come to a point. And what's who said our attitude, our behaviors, a contributing factor to what we are experiencing. And as a people, we should all come to a round table. Not say issues of this nature. Let us try and disintegrate. Political affiliations near their film. Come to a round table and profess solutions are a bit going into the future because Insuonetoya Efan, Amfa NDC ni, Amfa NPP ni, Efa Ghana ni. In the end, we are all Ghanaians and we should look for the betterment of the country. And that's the right ways of dealing with these problems now going into the future. No, yentimi enko ohawa etise mobile.
Medase. Kwame. Michael Ajinchero na minya peni kwa minya politics abi from you say minya politics Kwame ode mane
minya medawase na machia minya ata baby obia no machia no say na no so no akasa with the questions by because I think say we out of the order and someone yes be discuss no akasa the questions by or shall say attack him from the beginning of the introduction. Say on chair me no be chair me, and what me message bring me. Me I sent you view. Me my homework last week, last 2 weeks. Last week na ni o me the ba so by the political, the biology results are releasing the last week no. Wa ma eti ma me pa friends any mount results no mount na ka catch NPP for why. Because when we say any show the na a social amenities are ba be dwene o man no se be issue enyirifa yebusia for enyirifa o man no na ka queen but the OC share say they say me ma ohunu the biological life of these political parties being NPP and NDC results ne ba last week na oni hold meeting ma me fan to biama menua se utia na biology results concerning NPP and NDC. Na multi results e babonti. Etie for theory no me patre theory e fakasa tintin na menua ata abekasa ye no. Eno no NPP for enya pipa 1 no omunya 70/80 omo pass etie for bebo mo sem ama wo mu. Me patre theory e bakasa tintin say yen kasa bibredia. We NPP for tintin unya party ultimate kasa to say NPP because the same thing gone are the days fellow Ghanaians every month be no be friends will be no be kasa at the end of the day na COVID it also COVID tax NPP power no NPP for e pass omunya 70/80 being people 2 omusanya the same theory no almost 70/80 of which are NPP4 ya the ntibebu en sama wo mu eba kasa tenten NPP4 pass here. But when it comes to the same paper 1, NDC enya 42/80 because kasa tenten NDC enye your friends ideology nti paper 1 no NDC amoye homede because intimi kasa tenten te say NPP4 being opposition being in government omo kasa nti omo pass NDC. The same paper 2 which is theory no NDC ebenya ano ne boy home modi kakra ebenya 52/80. But when it comes to practicals agronomy see ade ne egu akom no me practical friends biology resource we using last week according to being NPP NDC biological life of Ghanaians and na friends if we move for be Europe abonte ede ebetuda and one resource nam deba practicals no which is paper 3 NPP unfortunate omunya 0/40. The same paper 3 NDC enya 39/40. In summary NPP enya 53% of the whole show. The same paper 1 paper 2 paper 3 NDC enya 77%, which means say yen kasa ema asase munwa mienu de NPP4 FI nti Ghana for bebo mu sama ma mu we ene kire ekwan a NPP fa so elusu ye. NPP have many ideas but they fail because of the ideas. What share some many atabejina obeke kan say we using in ana na mfisa or say with neutral because we is friends social amenities enema how minor dey say about discuss. This show is and the cremre it win a chance in abet na hanum sia ye be kan okre na kire Ghana for oka say free Germany minua Frankfurt na wo no hwe say ensuo Frankfurt utim ko gina hu wonim ensuo any project say otene ni abrabo na ko hwe ukurom circle ensuo eno no wanya chance brabeka ho asem say minua bola ye tugu abonten obitimi boaboa bola ewura no na oba beto gugotem ensuo to na ofi say enko yiri fa ensuo fa na emfa nko eno ene ye expect say ukuromfo hwe say brabeka ho asem ena 2024 nanado ena na yo mampanyi na mahama beka bi enti therefore ensuo kum Ghana for that's what you mean. Sorry I say enti kasa tintin de mbako so pass but see amfa agro ento form no se ke kan sa de a enkan na ensuo yiri fa enkofo na o ka se material say even kwa no there's no green vegetation enua nyina bubu mu de bubu dan momota no mubu dan se mu de si friends asole na menyankopon ba bia na nipa beda na nyensuo ne bu no mo de mo se de bubu dan mu dwiri dan guye na mutu amana na ensuo na eta ho eno na yiri fa nkofo so opese enko no sa unya chance so betna ye be kan okre akire tiefo ye be kan okre akire timamufo se na asi enti opra ofia bola no boa no na ka mefa enko na se fa koba bi etu eguragu ye ntumu gotem oto nsuo na wono ma bobo roba na no ana se engura no fa se oboto udufia na de ato ho no mate ni opon aprepra ka no na yi ngura no na fa pe ba bi se begu ye mprepra station ho no enko gu gotem ensuo to be yira fa ye eno na unya chance I was so better na now can so I say it said the president can say problem ye kom no enye engineer problem so I say ye ne kasa team mamufo no ye how enti minua ka unya akwanya so better na say o minua Ghana for mo tweme enokure breni mesre mo me enhwe enhemfo ye tonton saase enti na meka say na bomfa hene de wo pasase a enye se bia ensuom no kwakotwa ma but ye enhwe say enkran bonti obitim bu say ensuo pa saase no atwa ma say fa bola fele ne sidan no na wo tete aduane bone ma ye funa unu se be botwene mo wasa enti unya akwanya yi na ka wo tu krom henefo wo tu mpanyimfo say abusuan panyi a motonton saase enhemfo motonton saase this is the rightful time obetim dia indicate o say wo ye timamuni na akwakoto saase na ba bi e wo no eye nsuo ma masa twon ho ye nsi dan nsi kwan mu sa nyema ni nyina na o se nka unya botre na de ebegu akwan mu because ebre we say no enye NPP NDC se sa na pese yen kono dia enka first de na buru ba kan no ono no de ayemonwuno ba but enye sa de You know, yes, I don't command you in that. Ye pesi emfa enime ngu akono ma no enko na enim o ka se free Germany o ba Germany street ben ene wo ko hu se dan esikwam anasa ehe fa no hu se esi obi kura yale ambulance kura mra ko hwe tesi ni nuwa ne e friend se nimpete mu baby ko hwe nkran kuma se ne baby bebre de hwe baby e 90 se mpo se eja to baby aka akra be da akọ kodu ja no sorry ase na wo si ensuo kwan ya ehe fa no mfa na ni nyina gina ye ni ankasa timabufo no so menu kasa wo sase se wo tie unu ba ko firi Ghana o firi Europe akwakodu Ghana wo tia no eno na woda ebe ye wode se unu na wo tia no esi nsu yira fa second afa no ebe ye wode so that say eno na yenya chance se e betena no si ya momme entu hu na mo momme enkasa momme enka no kra no enye opposition na wo no ena wo pese wo ba power du pese wo ka bibie ni hu se wase mo de no yenye ne sa yesi ba be ka no kra the program is enokremre ana wo refi enti en fa wan kasa wo program e de emma and draft a topic ne ma be discuss no hanum si so that say na Ghana fo hu the biological life of NPP and NDC move really practicals enti se ne ye kan practical we be ma solution akone say edan a friend say any unauthorized permit and as impo illegal we for dubious means allegedly emma permit ye na see the rifle way no yes you ngisa dan ni that's the practical way. But more time on the more brofo, more press conference, more demonstration. Names you a kum and for. So that I say, and you say, none we ensure to any apostle friends say, O my Ganemunu, if you say, Elno Aya at the Pamo. More man who here. Obusian for one can, Obusian for Kumas, Obusian for men, one casa very soon, you find yourself over there. Now, no matter how Ukra, and you told me that if another can, ever coffee. The rifle way so be bodewuru when you predicate ye o minuanom mesremo mom ye ntutu bora enwu abonten so mom ye nyewura mom ye mom ye moye homodin say ye bedi ehu ni hwe sa bass boys ye moye Boston boys yeah sa boys be bi mu bi amede ye ema wo individual eno mo fatu wo so na do to yakunwa so Sheboy and Numa boys see Boston boys see a year etiti fee a ye go to me yina NPP Tiakuna so then I'm here for home. Now Baba cancer friend say Momo time 2024 me now then opposition leader ebe cassette here friend say obe bo man nachi and Monso 2026 so be bo man nachi. Okay, we need to see. So that I say sabi say oba kwase no say the nyonko na yende me. Ebetimi asi atu obi a ya busuafo na nam dey na dey out asat na me no ka say obusu ani bi tu kwan me kasa wutie de obi bi won kran so that say obi bi okuma say unu bi ko school wo fa se bi ko school ebe ye wo de wo beti say onam kwan mu a wo ko no ensu ato wan kwan ko druma eyira fa no empu wawu na ya je na to hospital wo benye skade akwa kofre ensu eyira fa obi the same unu na so kofre ewura ehye ne botuma wo koja to odo na eno na me se wunya chance se abra beka say mama yenye responsible citizens say na person ochire no nye spectators ye can spectators anka NPP muna mo ye spectators muna mutimi kasa na ayiremo etete muna mutimi kasa na wufuo enyankwa but ye mfa ground to form ye mfa na emenwu akwam na emu o man nkoso de asatna me no kasa yi o kasa NPP for metre ideas betu ensuo ya eyirifa ya me so metima my hand a friends lectures upon lectures we refer the Dr. Mahmoud Bahomia ye university be organ be no one come lectures on including mosque Sunday schools any fan one ko shrine on my lectures are because that is their hobby. They have ideas but they don't have the practical.
I think
knowledge.
What's the way forward?
The way forward the way forward and name pay for the work themselves. Whoever is in charge.
You've done a lot of the battles.
The solution is that
as a people, Ghanaians, what's the possible solution?
As a consent Ghanaians, no, and penny, as say, whoever in charge say, or so authorized permits, no one any unauthorized way, Abakako sign, craft being considered sign. Now, any can see you a friend, any can say your transfer. Therefore, ye knew what me the Mrs. say if there must be a prosecution, crana, yes, I'm prosecuting. Na sanity, emerald minimum. We are hene. We are bushing a penny. Oh, assassin be. Na a honor, any can see a sedan. When a car assassin and see down also. You bet him to be a fool, you bet him to be a garden, you bet him to be a park. And you may be any sedan. And to say, yeah, assassin and you sit down there. And Teresa will be as soon friends, Nikum Metana Kumasi and Asenkran. Baby a Ghana. So I say, and to Miss Solusna, Miss Susu say, a bit me a boy, I know man penny, any penny for a dear good coma, 77, a Diana, minimum say, yeah, so be Kalisica, a cotton cement, she the macy for the film, she a carpenter for the film, Sabi maybe we are cement, maybe foul paint, maybe foul near ma. Na be fa saa ya no nyina be si dan be wi na wo be kwa dwuma be si nsu ato nsu ne etoye no enye sa tikeko ewure dem won abe fa wo ne nyina abe kum ma nyina wan kasa so kra wo da hon asan be kum na die na nan bo betimi di amawo asesa wo kra dan se wan kusi dan kra nsu ketebe na nan bo betimi di amawo achen kete na wo da so no. Enti siasi ebetwen se nadbo emre kete yemre ye mu yemre ya nwa yemre ye niema bi a etiti saa because of say yakwa ho hiehie mu a ye bekoso atna EBC na present day 2026 ewiase ko nanim no this thing should be a thing of the past. When I can say ewiase obi na betimi asidan mina ata Germany na wo ka say koman mi say wo bae no. When I say why you mamma or quack protocol, Bibia ye a no. Oba Kruman say, oh, a minimum watch a cacao, say, take a why you brought, but rather, or high dine. A yabano ne didn't make go queen. Ya buying back open or the name of Guacuma, share the obedient figures so I can. So mine I ye Timono, ye dear. Yes, and quote you Guaminamuno, who could money a chonsign. Yen tobacco couldn't beat me a pea. And to say, this is the time or say ye must sanity e by a brabum. Ye must discipline e by a brabum. She say, Obi bet me didi. No a fab mola, dear free ni fee, ni miana wayen asiano. No a dear group but to know the baby Jesse abontin. Then si ato na kwesi gotano. Na ensio usi ni kwanya, what's in fan and family? Ensio nyam from out. Or no be developed wear or the beko. All corners or on coin or best say idea. Sorry, I say intimate stress in your quenya near better. Let me send the minimum ye babe corner. Normal says social amenities and yama how minor or set him for a moment. See, I see no. This is the time or sent you come once. Not NDC NPP and Tronchen. But say, you be corner so more time we say, and yes, your time ye say, dear. So, or minor young queen. Me did the kwame ajimai. Kwame because the bond is in the but Basse, me and Canacre, Milia.
Kwame, Mr. The HR Guinano, me assure say, as some number, and I did see in a better penny, Tiase. President Mama Hubi, a bang penny for Hubi. Ceciano, Monama by also, and she share bang for queen. Then a more catcher than a force more expected. And conscious and men a modified Ghana for. Some she knew say, I didn't be a thing of the past. Now, and she go up when then I from the anti-flood committee, President Mahama, any friend saying, deputy chief of staff, no, then I ain't sure from
Milia, in the name of your program, no, make also Akasama NDC, Mabo NDC, whom they wrote a Ibrimu, Medin the Kwame as my said, a Medin can. Say, you bet see committee who do we are seeing now. That's a Ghana for ya and say you forget about yet me say Ghana for bo. A boy made me say Ghana for ne say man penny a yana famudi and pay for you my family. Yen so ya famudi and say ye be dear woman. Ye be jay a dan ye see the queen. ye be jan sase a ye ton no sebe basa nye baby no si dan. Secondly, enye obi anso no si dan, nye obi na betimi si dan. Let me choose my words clear. If you ask ye buy, nyankopon abo ye nyina yepe. Ye nyina ntime ye fiewura. Ebi be koso aha dan. Na bi aye fiewura. Ebi be koso aye ka wona, na bi aye passing years. Ebi be teachers, na bi aye students. Ye ntime yepe. Enti se ye adwen se ye bobra no. Enti o se obi ankosi edan dia. Therefore, e be koso choku. Yen sase no. Now very soon, say a basi pebe bi kwa development and say pebe bia ye project yenya emede se minua ata o Europe me ye so tutu kwan bebre Europe aman no yo baby on ma betimi hu be say from her to be say Kumasi to be say Koforidia na sase ne da ho prete ye se be mo fa ye ya reservoir da ho no but e yo man bi ti say o man ma mi firi ma enka etwitwa mansa. It means just for conservation for 50 years, for 200 years, development plan. Let the honum. Full green. The kind vegetation. Yem mono agrochemicals, yem fashion can the honum, or no away, or better say so be kind of crap, or NPP ninety. Na me panic so be kind of crap. Europe baby, Europe, if you ask the baby, but on my filmono. And this won't mean just as we say that, and to honor. So I say, enti mestre say person ye cast ye be shebo say your anti-trust committee, and unti ye ba be share Ghana football say we e be of the past. Minua mark ata and in NPP for enti me maso. Because obi or friends say obi or town es yan wasa or tieni sisi. And a card only to Manson Kwananke a grassafo. Eka NPP Kwananka NDC Lucina Comabenia opposition. I will be a chance. I will be Tanakunanso. And unti see a cosebo be around me begna hadn't said the same so we better of the passer. NPP for Behe say Emma so or Mabaka Cossessa and Yama Ede Egua Pum. Emwa. Let's say or mine as a sea casamultimia. Or when your mother is on bomb or mine Ede, Akoso. Enti this the time, Menya Quenya. Medi a foot you, Ebema. Minimum Ghana for, including Minia after. Say, Mr. Ghana near. Also, only nipa, your mind Ghana bakope. And say, Emianka say Ghana for messing Koji to go for assassin. Ain't see. Mommy and Shay assassin ye. Then one and young upon the mine. Mommy and more mobile. Mommy near Huni, Sabbath. Mommy to throw a bola emu ensue. Mommy incident ain't see ensue quemu. And ye baby no see dan. Now but once I say me party. Okay. Me pacho whoever lands commission me pacho she say obema the rifle permit koye examination physical examination was accessible for building and now say any can see say the medin can ye mu bi because why fiura ye mu bi because why tenant ye bi mu bi because why student ye bi because why teachers same thing. And be because why president, and you'll be a bit more president. Maybe so appointees, maybe a ministers, maybe a full soldiers. And the end to me, I hope one clearing in apple. And the air is seeing a basic idea. And yet, now a becoso, and yes, our problem we see because and not dare say, you bet me a 2 year. Because Obia basic that share population of 30 something million, Obia so busy that one client. Say, Ponocra, you bet feeling yes. You be feel or dog on any yesi. Obia so better than client. Obia be free a phrase a can be a better than client. Obia be free dance for mana better than client. Obia be free step temele about better than client. Then you be feel pono. Sorry I say. Eluti mesres and pay inform fan you welcome. Na mama ye ni yedne. Mama mren mu yedne. Emran ediwa. Mama en tutu mama him for tutu ntuma eme pacho. Because me nua tanim se kruman se baby o no Germany no. Emran ediwa edu ye mpacho. But o man ye firmu no emre ni diwa ehọ na ebe kire say osi etinye order ehọ na atafre dua batabo a literature na ye obe ahodo bobire a yetimi e dey solve problem of which the same problem continue to be there. Enti mesre say media futu am the man say se me ka se me ba be sebo say within next year the fraud na yin na betting of the past next year enjoy sebe ye wrong attitude na you should be cause wafa ye ebe the be background sabi ebetchen you friends say lower time no intimesre say this the time a minu ata kame ho okasa wa no drudum wo ye panikese wa no ate NPP for asma wo say ene de wa mebo NDC NPP hu dawro wo be kan no kre ema Ghana for na Ghana for bepe ukromfo ebetio say we na de ye be nyame adom o kan no kre wa free NPP mu kan no kre na the program na oda so say no kre mre nti program no sound so dey say eno na mepɛ sɛ kam ho ni nyina ye mo dawuro sɛ onso oni nipa sɛ de mekan sɛ ma o man hu hia Ghana man ye wala odi o ma o man hu hia men ka sɛ o mfa ho
respectively mama for see and I'll come back to you. Mr. Digojefua Mark meba digojefua Mark meba osei wusu nkwantabisa me hu sanso na sempa ne boache Rikus Mugabe Margaret Houston Aima in fact there's a serious banter happening at the comment section now me hu na make sure say you do also share for others to get the opportunity to join the program na ya bu pepe obi adwenche here. So on this particular topic Mark mamma just 2 minutes for a rebuttal. I'll come back to Kwame Ajiman again. So, Mark,
thank you very much. Thank you very much. I think that Minia Kwame Ajiman will show gross ignorance, even on yet aware of the differences between land tenure system in Ghana as against to Germany. They are different. The land tenure system in Germany is different from the land tenure system in Ghana. So making a comparison between the two, it's like comparing apples and oranges. It doesn't sit together in any way. It means I said, such comparisons. I believe, sir, you have to streamline your argument. And for me, the allodial title system I operate in Ghana, it is not the same system that we operate in Germany or that is operational in Germany. Enti se Ghana ohine etimi ton asase a oba Germany a asase enni ahemfonsem asase enni ahemfonsem enenya ahemfoneton asase se de eye no Ghana no. It is all person we yes our comparisons na it doesn't wash, it doesn't click. It mean ya Kwame Ajiman and then me hu ni say asem wa we say wo kan no me na wo de ma ye wa asem a wo kan. And I believe say you don't have any good message to give to Ghanaians. Uni asem papa bia eka kire Ghana for, and you have admitted say wontimi profess any solution because unim say adwuma na nkasa no agimo nsem enya de se mutimi aye adwuma no enti wuso wontimi kan kire Ghana for say echina ana next year floods ne beye de ebitwa no kre jetia ni se Kwame me kan se manin to wasum ne tie ni ye ye to aba emma leaders say omume solve problems. Kwame asuma me kan I am emphasizing on this me pese wutie na wutie ni ye. Leaders are elected to solve problems. Enti sa wo ba abamu na problems wo ho na Kwame wasema wo kan say because NPP for mu ya ye bekanti wo wadwene say NPP for ye made momu ye enye ye. Kwame, you have failed already. You and your government, if this is your thinking, then it means you do not have any business being in government. I can tell you this for a fact. If Wajinia eda utrim and say dia mube ye biano NPP for money ye. Seriously, Kwame, I'm so disappointed. Say who make such an argument? Say he said NPP for money momo ye. Really? Then why did you people come out to campaign say yentu abamamo? If you think say money solutions for the country. Muntimi solve or minor and our diaswa. Why did you people even campaign for votes? Am I a tuaba overwhelmingly Edima President John Dramani Mahama? It's unprecedented. It tells you the confidence na amount for ewo nimu. Inti Ghanaians are not expecting anything than say mu provide the solutions. Problems will always be there with us. And leaders are elected to provide solutions. Inti Ghana for solutions. Ghanaians are asking NDC, your government, to provide solutions. Inti flats you are supposed to provide solutions. That is what Ghanaians want. NPP Niabemu. Yes, we are in opposition. It is our mandate, it is our duty to criticize.
Mark, wrap up for me.
Inti dia me person me kan say minia say wasema wo kan say MP before mamu adwuma mo ye yia. Then ye kan kire mo asisu dua. Say you have no business being in government. Mumfa mu kukuni mu nkaka na monye de monko na mumfa aban no enhye eye Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Baumiansa, because MPP we have solutions. We provide solutions. Oshe policies are ye de ba ema oman na eyadia eboa ma oman no konanim under our tenure no.
In fact, you should wrap it up for me. But
Mate.
So as a still now, we've not even arrived at a solution. It's just like a banter.
It is not a banter. I'm going to give you just 1 minute, Mr. Just 1 minute. Oh, so man, Kwame Ajimai Kasai almost 1 hour.
I gave you the chance when you started the submission.
Solutions need the say. As MPP government, now you are setting up committees and we are working out a strategy in the next government of MPP. I can tell you, under the leadership of president to be, incoming president, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia, we have ways and means to solve the problems. But in terms of this flooding there, many Kwame Yajini say the attitude of the Ghanaian must change. Kwame, I know the Amino Yajini 100% say as Ghanaians, if we do not change our attitude, na ekwanya ye faso lead a life no saa na bekono dia ene said the aircon enya de say yebenya insusasu papa bia, but it all boils down to leadership. Leadership must act. When you provide leadership, all these things will be nipped in the bud. People will toe the line and it has to be enforced. Rules and regulations must be enforced. That is what must be done.
In fact, we've said a lot concerning the flood issues here in Accra. The conversation has been much more politics. I'm just wondering what could be the solution. But I say, nobody has given a solution. In fact, Kwame Adjumai, I can say on authority, say you really spoke. You've touched on some of the things. Some of the bad attitudes are Ghanaian. Just this week, me video be a security truck driver be ethical be ball free can kuku second will be a tax force because first on that Ghana for we are not rational. We enjoy about some of this, but I'm quite happy. So the impact of the flood near there, then I'm Ghana first at any AB. So I'm expecting some kind of back-end solutions be able to be provided. Let's say I'm seated on the show, not as a political, I'm a host. In fact, I talk for Ghana and I'm talking for Ghanaians. I'm on the grounds and I see what people go through. It's not going to be a specific solution. Say, we should try and have a task force. They will be in towns and other places because there are a lot of people that they dump refuse and they go. Town they are there. What if will be at dumping refuse in a place where it's not supposed to? And there's a task force that has arrested the person, reported the person to a police station. You sign it. Yeah, man, 1 month. Every day, they give him a broom with police garden, not or grass street, so in fact, more than 200 meters. Not or from making sure say why you clean, so that next time the person wouldn't drop that again. What if say you penny for so far no mama permit? And yes, I have paid no member permit or mama permit that amount of we sit down. We should track those people, asking them, say, who die we see one amount permit you are not just any person is doing a sign. Let's go and track those people. In fact, we should name and shape. What if said the panel of see that will be because of him so was if we can't pull down the building, they are arresting him because he's trying to comfort himself, like or shielding him, getting all the comfort and making sure that he go for every. We should arrive at a solution. Now, there are some things that, respectively, more Germany, or Ghana, we feel the impact more. Our address these things like. Let's come back again on this topic. We have to go to another topic, but let's come back again on this particular topic. On this show. 1 minute.
Send all kinds of say be true Ghana for a can't yenny if you know a can't snap one move you know. Meaning,
and so better you will be.
Ebeye ya se obeti se odofu bia wone no kona krana esi nsu afa no wo kra no se nya heart attack e wo kroma no si esene ono na nsu no krana enkunu no so ada se enti me stress e minu ata yesi okoto sabo bi si uni aso kan sabo sole yeso enka se sole ne so die ye kan omani ye die nti o sadie we so bibiara wanya 35 40 diko bia be fi papa je baby obia no yakopon ma baby panda Ghana for be feel sani ma we say ensi obia ni on ma o 40 years obetimi recall back during a 90s creba see ye sani ma ni ma we say na samra na also it can make good solution to that no ye here patriotism che me a politician unya ene sese pa se obi atobol agu baby ema yesi yenkoche no fa no court one nipa na okwakoche no kra no there will be question mark over there. There will be threat upon threat. Say nipa no na will be so no kodi sa police no na so nya say to me no cause will become
thank His Excellency the President for the message on the state of the nation that he has just delivered. Mr. Speaker, I need to remind you that the people of Ghana
enkodru court ehemfo beba empemfo hodo beba but here lies the case see my sanity aye adwuma e wo ye man ni mu sene na menu ateka say German system ne Ghana system no enya adwuma no ene say emra eye adwuma e wo Germany bin saban na etons ase na saban ni sidan no emra na ye adwuma beti ekrum na emra na ye adwuma say ne also be kan ekura a kire oman na because show we say no enokure mre entunya times na unya chance na beton enye so ba person ba immunity person ba tu futuro Ghana foni de me person me kire ne say opa me enkwose bo say oh ensu amonhu ni emfa mu bio ade wo be da stop nya ko say ensu nto bio ensu be koso ato first na ensu nyini fa Ghana no na de na ne ye so let's go back to our drawing board obeka say na population ne nipa no so fine nipa be dosun e de na o say nipa dosun so China for ana ye dosun so India for ana ye te san say ni bi India ye ti bi China ye ti bi America so that I say within Africa I'm say Ghana do population yes e de in kwan ya dosun me nsu yi fire your attitude. And to be said, Bobby so yati committee, ya the name of free the Fidia Baniade. Me say vast of boys ye Juma. Obubetia kodu ednimono, nature no asenesi. And Fidia Hodo amount for Dumbo, Ombeti first one from point A, and could do point A, C no, not A no, asenesi, asan to a good. It is here in Yaisa attitude now. Forget about Fidia Hodo, forget about task force or betting. Would it be corner? They be so to be gum. Who jelly bill, they be so to be gum. But here lies the case, sir. Mestre said, your education system, GES, mommy and fine say and qualanum from scratch. Bible says, so few more phrase, a who children, a bow, a mabe, unyansani. Mommy and femme free and quala brim. Money entity and free quala brim. GES teachers, mommy and chere. Say, because me cast your time, no. Now your sessional first session leaders, I do man there. If show be our proto so what plan say what to do what to ball a ding in ego. That's sanity, and I don't think say all this things. That's what my friends say. I did be in class school, but any schools no don't wanna at to. So I said, Timmy and find some quality. Now, my young baby or mine say, or mine ye yankasa yedia. Yes, send my home. Politician, you bet me about the can somehow who be, but here lies the case. We are telling the truth. Ghanaians should change our attitude. Now, yembedo or mine. Now, no matter say, are they yacho ukuma near throw, are they yacho sister or two bollegu? You can say you use some mouth. So I say, it's other than our advice, sister, and say, yen two bollegu. Are they a cochu crumu? Are they a cotton as I will be? I do once or twice as I will be. Okra say you. I don't know my advice, and as in as I see any decision. Baby, enti mesre say minia ye kono next topic no ye be kan okra enti mesre enye compare and contrast enye sa dan show inti eguanim because you be bria ye betina aka ade against ye friends dey about ye be kan okra enti me that going for the next topic
ebusia for comment section asia ye shipa papa no, and I will allocate 10 good minutes to read messages. Into me brana can me chim pepe say be ya mesem. Started say reading messages me nua kwame so na me brother Penny Makata me nyamra ma makasa eduru be bia e say me jaima comment ni susu nti eduru bre na me kate mo say me be reading me comment am srem no interruption because ye listeners no and I viewers no mu ya he papa mo de munya time ni na mo so mo de kitu anema monye na ma yemfa mo mbom nkopim e wo Black Stars. Now we want to take a look at the Black Stars. Here says now share how prepared or their readiness towards the 2026 World Cup. Chances of winning the World Cup. I've observed the performance of the Black Stars for a while. Nah, in fact, friendly match, no credit about Kupese. America can't enemy. Who should FIFA ranking of Ghana and Accra? I said, ever since I come on Ghana, team share that papa beam, share share. Na nyamina akwa cry go do World Cup. Are we prepared? How is it? I'm not even focusing on winning the World Cup. No, if it comes, fine, glory be to God. But are we even prepared strategically, psychologically, fitness-wise? Are we prepared to go for this tournament? Are we prepared? Mark, remember also, my father started. Now, Mr. And man, so me cut one with this because and the messages in the door, so it's very hot, and I need to read them all. Mark. Opening Mark, what do you mean? Hello, Mark. Okay, so my character in your radio, my main call Kwame Ajimai, so now, Breno Kwana, slightly time. Kwame, are we prepared as the nation? Are we where do you see the Black Stars in this particular tournament? Are we prepared? Do you see us winning?
Minia me da wase na me de ntia asa ma chief obio ye ka football eye ade a e ka iwiase nipa dodo na ebom mentimi ka se iwiase obi ape football je obi anepe je obi ane neje ho both a man and mema but e ka nipa bom eye unify a free wake up crown na said the name is see a film from beginning of 2026 na the year na name is ko ne wiem ye share Iran ne America ne sensemu sisi na dodo na crown ensusu says ade reba so enti in the first place ye de asadaba menyankopon na afi ye de achie modern so ama FIFA ne empanyfo a omode ni megu akroma sabre enema ekoso metia me no ka say na mani tefichira me hwe de ekoso wo friends opening ceremony enema ekoso fefefe na obi eni won ma ode ni sabunkum betre the class kwan na mefa futi osi dia ma ye blaster for no say this the time ye kwakope enkunimdie e dia ba say Erade mwaye na ka yentiminje oman 48 enye easy obia nso bobo obia yade iwiase na ne yi ni man asemu na mo yade nti obia mra na emebo ne hwede o yade pa na onye kuwa enti enya ade a o si didi agro enti mesre se moma yemfa odo aban na ye na famudie empanifo ye o mafamudie aka yini na no ma omuko gina agoframa no so akwakodi agro readiness there mean me can say you're ready anka yenya access to this because you share or man you know abanta from Kuala Brim Ghana Jorof Nigeria Jorof o man tinya maybe e kire say omo nya prepare sorry I say yehu Togo menye so si be hu Beni o man be bro hard ma yehu enti yetinya kwado automatically e kire say Nyankopon ayade die ye hia eye a modern more which is the prayer. Here modern more, fast selfishness, emu. Na yenye teamwork. When we win, we all win. When you lose, we all lose. And that is the game. And the message say, there's a high timer. And NPP, and NDC, Ghana and Ekobo. Seminuata, because of waiting, my man and baby, when we said this time, we a football. It's one for politics in them. So the politics bema you be any akọhwe kata DC but me sure say we American TM fi any kata enkọhwe DC last say you know. Enti mesre say yin na yem fan paibo entai yenuan mochi. Na yenuan mo mokotai or my friends or my nachi so obi anhwe hu ye enfree or how ne esan mu esan say ebre wo mu no enye brepa titru ewo America o hwe ne ekoso efa referee kwa yantinya ma no kwan because omo bobu man ho ban say enye bibi nti yemtimi ma o mama friends e ma no bi eni wachi e ma enkofo how bi e ma o man no obi apasonwie enti mesre say baby biara wo find yourself so kwa kohwe board misro open board na bra back to your hotel boko enkofa sem bi e me ho say na Ghanaian community wherever we find ourselves no ye demu sonko ye nye nipa bi a unchi obi akwantu na hu sampa we de we Ghanaian your life is different. Enti sa na ko okoso okohwebo na enkope problem bia no e ma ho. Minister no aye na famudi. Aban so aye na famudi.
We all pray for the safety of Ghanaians and we call at least you are trying to advise and all that. But I just want us to tackle the issue on that. Don't let us shift from the paradigm. Is the Black Stars ready to the game?
Why not? We are ready.
In this particular tournament in the first place. Me
who no me as a me Ghanaian, me nkasa as NDC. Me Ghanaian, me who say Ghana. Aje Frankano, na history. We are seeing
Kwame, who shared the performance of the Black Stars in the past few months or years now? Are you impressed and do you have confidence that Black Stars beating Yaji cap him flag, Mawinyaji say Ghana?
Ene a chief on say Prophet Kwame Ajima, men make us say the free communication team from NDC make us say Prophet Kwame Ajima. Say me who say how as a Ghanaian I'm a war Ghana hondo Edama Kumasun Ghana Aji Frankano Nababeye history
Kwame, let's tackle the issue. When it comes to football, the Ghana football nyame na bibia mo de nyame be mu no the same way na other countries do nyame. We are talking about the readiness of the players. And normal players in this tournament, we are going at least we give Ghana a name. If I am because Obi Adonyame, in fact, Ghana for a penny too much.
Obi Adonyame, they may
are we in a better place? Do we stand a chance of even winning or even going to the quarterfinals or finals, Mami?
As a Ghanaian, as a typical Ghanaian, me meti ha make us say wuti. Me say Ghana for aji crew around ababeye history. If we say be ANC da.
But that's it.
A history say over cover me video about say on the 11th June 2026. Media na make can say Ghana kwaje ekunumdie because obi na order dey sabo nkum bekire na kura se kwan na football say na all canon enye de friends enye de onimbo na obetimi age na ke ma bebre so antimi ama bi beto mo ya de esne o mo adodo na o so aba enti we believe in time and chance and it's time we say time and chance for Ghanaian and as an African at large. It's high time as Africans we need to make and to make us say Ghanaian me wo o man hodo say Ghana ya no matter baby akodo no bafa kunimdie no or say ba Africa precisely Ghana na afi enye kunimdie enye history say enye da bia na ye be kwakogye o mokwan ni asan ba yachi enti ebre no ebe setan na minim say sene empayifo de ne egu akwamu na players no any supporters in yedi akoma kro ye nyina ka bom si ye kwakwaji ku ano de aba no ye ne aka feeling nyina so ye mfa akoma kro enter actually even oman odo o mantina nko nyina no basically if you much less do na do support kwa betai oman na chi eti minu na yo fi na ye ntina kwa ye hwe television no mom ye mfa akoma kro because omuni mbo ye so ye ni muhwe enti enye high time Ghana for pers and criticism say we could mistake na no aba be because you say from next we go TikTok e ba be ye deja and na confirm so be fa ho de anyu musika but simple so de bi ba mom ye hwe e kwan fa so eno mukasa emotions so kra no etimi distract because me say Ghana ye ntimi mo no nku enu kese na dodo na agina e kwan fa so criticize e friends ye mpani for na say ye prayers no ana ye coaches no enfom so de be ba because enye easy 22 prayers against 90 minutes obi enimbo so that say ye de yen say yedimuhwe enti musudie bi ba moma ye hu kwan be fa so a elum be kasa na oman no yanku yanim enti minim say this time no both CPP NPP Ekuadonko party ni sa parties na kan ngire aka bom say Ghanaians ye kura Ghana flag a ye de she Ghana for nsa say ehia cap no e oman Ghana mu na Africa yenso yenya history kakra na ya bre enye da bia na ye de ye be fa ye be sisi ekukun kaka na yakọ na otwe ni asan dan ni aba mesre say this time mom ye nyina ye nkabom na minimia friends after me say this time on so ba be prophet on so ba be shame crime say Ghana be the friends nkunudi be fi obi no mo de ni sabonku be kire na kura se kwan obi no de ni sabonku be kire na jakwan na minimsi ye nyina no be ka bom na nkunudi e be ba and on the 11th day of June 2026 Thursday edition and ye kasa wo enukure bre so minim say ye be ku enim Ghana ye be ku enim inshallah yakopon ayawie aka se BP ni peni so pia
ebusia prophet Kwame Ajeman oda NDC asore tesia no na wote ne nka ma minko pope mak ata honum na minko ti de nyame e wo ma ne mba concerning Ghana Black Stars I could feel this World Cup. Let's look at the readiness of the team. And
Edi say wo frame me pope ye yenya prophet a wo hye nkomo yi de wo say pope me so me bet prophet echi
5 minutes.
Kwame, thank you very much. I think say your call the right call say Ghana for yemfa empire entire team nechi. That is not out of place at all. But you see, we have to be realistic. We have to be realistic. Me, I will be the most happiest person on earth to see, say, a team ayedikwe ebeje World Cup no ediaba. In football, there are a lot of uncertainties. Based on statistics, based on FIFA rankings, based on how we have been able to put together or assemble our players near the Adeno. If you are comparing it to other countries, it is almost impossible. Say, yeah, Belgium say Ghana, but in football, anything can happen. Intino, me impai bobe tai dear your prophet Kwame Ajimaya Kaneti. Irrespective of say, maybe when he say a tall order, almost impossible. No, I would want to have a little bit of faith, just like the mustard seed. Mijidie kakra bi me de betai Kwame achi. Say Nyankopon ye oman konkron Ghana dum na this time there. Yentimi NJ Cup nimrefi. I believe say o share the last time out in a year 2022 na anyema anko ye amfa amaye. Na obusa question say o share your preparation are we in good position say e betimi akwaje Cup. In terms of preparation, metimi aka say anyema enhye danko ye. O share even players I assemble in terms of quality. I think say all the way to time pass to say asamweja more time near the idea. You would say this time round we don't have that quality. And even going into such an important tournament, not key players are your work. Obi to say Kudus Mohammed. Kudus is out of the tournament. Jiku is out. Salisu is out. These are key players during a year the qualifiers. A qualifier. All these players are missing out, and their absence etiki a lot out of a team no. But that notwithstanding no, we have presented 26-man squad. Let's all keep faith alive and pray. Say nyame beyadum na luck smiling at us. I believe the only thing that can help a luck. Say you can realistically say team Ejina Park is so bobo or share even matches I bought proud to this tournament. Teams I see now even we couldn't get results against these teams. It tells you say in terms of preparation the level is not at the point I bet me I can say the Kwaji Cup. But as I said, in football, luck plays a lot more role. Ewo football mu. Inti ni Nyankopon emfa luck emaye. Luck should smile at us. Na yentimi enya results in this game. Inti Ghana de ye oman konkron adebia ye bompaye. Inti said ye minua kwa mekan no meton safre minua no nyina sabe mpanifo se woka se ekro ense ya oye okonfobonia wankasa nso ye de utimubi. So we are not going to wish bad luck for the Blasters. We will all throw our support behind them. Na yensre Nyankopon se omaye luck na inkunimdie entimi nyede enye dia. So as Ghanaians, we will pray for our team, we will wish them well, and we expect say authorities no they will put the right measures in place. Omo motivated players no, omo encourage omo na omo nyanti say ya ebetimi ama omo so akogina agoprama no so akonkodene na edi nkunimdie abre oman no. We are wishing them well. We hope and pray say something good will come out of this tournament. Minia Medasi.
Mr. Medasi, Pope also the Nadia Abba Busiafo, and next show one of the interesting programs. Abi Munim said, you know, as usual, no. I'm allocating 10 minutes, like I intimated earlier, just to read comments so far now, because and then there's been some heat comment section now say, Sabri, me didn't can't go room or Twitch na Facebook couldn't be brave. Person make kind of be idea na said Jamframa TV says good evening and greetings from Rara in UT region. Jamframa UT region there say about be mu anymore. Kweku said, good evening, watching from Suhum in the Eastern region. Pacho, Gabeanka, mo comment na mama yung bibia, mo free na yung bibia siya yudru. Kweku ya kumidase, wankari, ubichia dase. Let's do some more messages. Nana Tapimu says, watching from Tatali, Northern Ghana, Nana, and I say, come out. Make sure someone share you made in Manako cheaper. And Peter Hasla, Miami Papa Bako, watching from London. Thank you so much, Dad, for joining us. A lot of the messages. Robert Kibi says, watching from Paris, France. Robert, mon share na jumidi menye enkwechi. Na everybody's voice matters. Frimpong Baby says, it's only the NPP members that are crying. Mr. NPP man, cry your own cry. I say, Mark, I say, Uswan, soon, and Kase Yisu. It's soon. We for Frimpong Baby. I say, watching from Akusi near Sumina. Frimpong Baby, that's why. Akusi for Montes and Monshema. Asempa Hennebuach, she says, watching and listening from Achimhima. Oh, Azampa, Michia Wenmre. That's the brave. Mavis Boateng says the flooding issue is very serious and I trust President Mahama to solve it. Watching from Lisbon, Portugal. But we Mavis Boateng. Lady Ma says Akufo-Addo and his NPP that has disgraced the country. You have the nerve. Watching from St. Petersburg, that is Russia. The heat in the Sikapa family says watching from Jumaport near Kuforidia. Sikapa Michiamo. David Dibodi F1 says watching from Sunyani. Dibodi that's the why. Fremo he says good evening and watching from Machenieho. John Nambo says, is this NPP man listening to himself? That's all day. Okay. Mark it you. I say Osei Wushu Nkwantebisa says, is the NDC man a lecturer? Kwame, Adaroma, why? With them, maybe Mama answer. Margaret Houston, Ahima says, Ghanaians don't take the NPP serious anymore. Watching from Kwantan in the UC region. Margaret, Michiao. Sansona Osei Usu came back again, says, the NDC man is not serious at all. My mom said, after the messages now. Ericus Mugabe says, if you want to advise our chiefs, tell Mahama to do that. Well done, my brother Makata, for a wonderful delivery. Just say, Abaso body Kesepa and Koma Makata. We if we Ericus neighbor. I say, what practical application has your government implemented to solve the flooding crisis? NDC is empty. Margaret Houston Ahima says, Honorable Cecilia, the past told World Bank money meant for dredging of Odo River and put it under her bed. NPP criminal never again. If we Margaret one ever. And they hit in our comment section one day. I'm not denying Yankasa. Ericus Mugabe came back and said, the NDC man is eventually saying nothing. I say, now the Kwame can eyes on you. So until you say the Kwame can name farmer, now they say the Kwame can on you until Ericus Mudase, Kwame to you. Kwame saying part in a down for no, Ophelia Wankasa. Kinto Kwasi says Ghana needs to stop treating flooding as a sensational inconvenience and start treating it as long-term planning failure. Every year we lose lives. Homes, roads, public money because we keep repeating the reactive approach. Accra and the other big cities need proper drainage canals, protected waterways, distilling retention ponds, and strict enforcement and building on waterways. I think into the kind of day, Ose also says, while people are affected by the flood, the regional minister is paying 50,000 Ghana cedis for an award. NDC says, come. Okay. When an American, even ye, Mammy Cosuna, main kind messages, no messages say a draw. So today I want to serve everybody. I want to serve everybody. The body posted, what is the NPP solution to flooding? Zero. We the body for honor ever. The messages in the baby honor and the mankind in a month for Bekume. Mankind in. Or say we said the Black Stars performance is not good. Truth must be told. I say. The only GD performance Black Stars echo perform or the 20 Nations World Cup no media. Just now make a baby name acquiring quantum support. Sigaya Seno, editing Quabluchi, Madame Account, Quebec as that's coming from so issues with Ghana, you have a prepare. Saka baby not team not preparing, not for your motor. Okay, watching you guys and wondering the NDC, wondering what the NDC are saying. Hey, we if we Slita. Hey, Laskaya Abdul Khalik. Me body. Na Abdul Wakwacha him. Mamenti on karate. Opening. Mamenti on ka. I don't know whether show back on half the way you miss him. Opening. Mamenti on ka. Me say messages ne do be man. I am more Twitch. Okay, I think some DBC here. My idea. I can be a message. For it is exactly 7:57 on the dot. If your time synchronizes with media, no, the crime live on Today Ghana News TV, and then many people put them, and it's not CD in common. Na mame, that from brown screens, no named down Massey. From good screens, no named down Massey. Kwame Ajiman, NDC Communications Officer. Diaspora Communicators Network, the position. Opening the be joining, and they will be supported NDC. One man we him the flag no on him. Baby, I was sending Brenada, Jenny Bibia, about the media. So, opening me that say, Mark at the NDP Germany Communications team member. Benefuina, and but before I back on, we are coming 2 minutes, one, one. Mark me one. Coming. Final, then I'll catch your man.
Quickly, said me kind Black Stars idea. I believe in time and chance. Then an enemy can say Stephen appear some more jam more time on you. I am a brabia any pa Yankopon and answer or mobile penso. A brabia any part is here woman. Enti omo time no me kai 20 years ago 206 na omo time na age so ene if nothing at all na age ateki friends a factor enti ye ntimi fi ani to omo so enti ye ko eni na ye bede ye ho eko enti mo me nka so ye nya sa moja mo photocopy enti nipa edo mo kono ye ni gidi omo mo no ebrebia eni nipa hodo a omo pie within a certain generation. Me can say generation be any nipa eba. I think say mommy enko ne pegidi enta omochi. Senior as a prophet Kwame Ajiman maka say afi or say franka no etimi ba ebe kro my Ghana eba Africa and Africans we eligi. And I believe it time and chance lucky enso ho, but this is the time for African and Ghana as a whole. Na yenso at long last yenso yenkasa afidi yenso ya break akra e breni a wose yenso yaji ahome enti yampon beka ho empanyimfo no o ma me yenkasa o ye nya samwaja am copy na system ya pia na se makisi mo type nti ye ni gidi o mo me yemfa gidi ene pai bonta o machi pope mesra ansa na be pope no o so onye gidi o sa anima we because who ni gidi a mutuma me sorry I say forget about patriotism it's mommy emfa gidi ensi omumu me say gidi bo wuye but here lies the case ye di gidi na eye say
1 minute na apa hu
kasa mauti say ne be ya uni fieka as the pope the prophet kasa pope dey na
kasa ma
it's say kasa pope uni fieka enti nyame adoma ye ni mpaibo eta o man Ghana chi na afi ye ku enim no ye ni Panama ye beba near Queen Mano. From there, no many Pope as our BCA, President Media, so Nafi, Yababeka, Incunim Dia, young phone, Ediamo, my Ghana, Yabeka, Yameni, Ediatre, Ibiasa Menina. Anyone who see me, Chiame Mame, or me, Elizabeth Bodua, baby will be a Metia.
Mama,
Kwame, 2 minutes, why you mean now?
And I come with you.
Mark, Elizabeth Bodua, no, Mamma, no. Mark, Elizabeth, and your own Mamma, and men are maybe Chiano Naya phone. Oh, Rashim, Mark, 30 seconds.
Hey, on fairness. One more 40 minutes. Okay, no problem. Empire Bonnie dear, Prophet Aboni na intino, medical can sell me to media a betanity. Yanko Ponya Adom na you into Sansu Papa ewo tournament. But mepa kwenya we so na match ya German in for any Nyankasa Minia Mugabe, me chairman Kinto, any Afopra or more ebe boy chidom ene dumedi mo. Quantabisa Yankupon in Stroud. Now, Mestre said, as a people, we have to be patriotic. Media kakra kwame. The politics aside, we are a country with one common destiny, and I believe that irrespective of our differences, there are certain issues that I was said. You said, "Omani ye in Kankuntino, ye day politics bad ever change." Indino yes, say a quite a faso a year near as a people no yen share 9 year day yen sisa in discipline a coso away my moi. A dear call or how I say mono. You shall see a bed, a best. So it's a good call. Okay. Let us try and be disciplined. Make sure say yemma patriotism enye juma na yemwama or my chichreno inti minya day and conenim. Inti minya medase mechia omo amoje breshe yina Nyankopon sai.
Mamijina ni unamfanchie kese pa ngoma Elizabeth Bodua. Dia no na waja yosa wo baba akon. Dia wo ba mienu. Semesero mumi. Prepare na is in a campus. It was a high no crumble. It's been a beautiful show, it's been a wonderful interaction, and I've enjoyed every bit of it. I believe you guys also did same. Major Mohanum na I say in the World Cup to China Sha Tenti, the Kuma hot kaka, and I say the same come opening set Adi. I don't know what machines need teaching me if you didn't be a coso. Penny for me that's it. Yamia Doma, there's a Nebishi at Thursday. Today TodayGhanaNews TV fans, me don't be rich and Yami Adoma Thursday. We'll be back on your screens again. Bye.
Day before this honor, no weapon from against I shall prosper. The wicked and his work shall go down in disaster. Day before this honor, no weapon from against I shall prosper. I'm anointed and appointed to walk as a winner. This is your Sir King Malakia from out of Jamaica, representing for TodayGhanaNews TV, the web.